What's up, everybody? Sean Hayes here, coming to you live, Keller Williams, Greater Athens, and we are going to go over the first half of May and tell you what's going on here in the Athens area real estate market report. And as always, guys, when I'm going over these numbers and stuff like that, feel free to like, comment, any questions that you have about anything real estate related. We'll get them answered for you right here. Let's go ahead and hop into it. So, over on this side, we're covering all the numbers of what's going on here in the residential real estate market only. All right, so that's residential, single-family, detached houses. The main reason I cover that is because that's really the meat and potatoes of what's sold right here in the Athens area. Speaking of Athens area, the area that I cover is Athens-Clarke County, Oconee County, Oglethorpe, Madison, Jackson, and Barrow County. So it's at Athens and all the surrounding counties. Now, that doesn't mean that's the only counties that I work. Of course, I work the entire state of Georgia, but since I live here, this is where I'm covering, and this is where the numbers are coming from. So, over on this side, you have what's going on in the mortgage world. Well, rates are super low right now. And with that being said, real quick, one more time, if you guys have any questions about anything, could be about mortgages, real estate, anything, feel free to put the comments below. Feel free to like, comment, and share this video as well. I'd really appreciate that, and my main goal is to try to educate everybody, so let's get the information out there. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the Athens area real estate market report for May 1st through May 17th, 2020. Alright guys, so active single-family detached houses, right now we have 494. This is actually pretty comparable to what was going on last year, so we like to see that. Your average list price is $448,000. A little bit higher, obviously. That's why they're still in the market. The higher the price point, the smaller the amount of buyers are. So that's why the average days on market is about 97 right now. Now the closed transactions. So these are what's closed this first half of the month. All right. We've had 157 closed transactions. Pretty good. But I went ahead and pulled last year's numbers as well. And I hope you guys can see this, but we're down almost 50% from last year. Obviously, it's due to the pandemic. I mean, real estate market has been affected. A lot of that is because, people aren't going, people aren't listing as much right now, and a lot of the industries have been laid off. So we've seen, I think this week we've had another 3 million people file for unemployment. That is obviously going to have a huge effect of what's going on in the real estate market, which is why we've seen our closings down almost 50%. So last year we had over 300 closings at the same time. So for everybody who's thinking that we're seeing a dip in the market, well, last week I was saying no, but this week the numbers are online and we're seeing a little bit of a dip and a little bit of a slowdown in the market. Not to say that you shouldn't be buying or selling right now, but a lot of people have really hit the brakes. And let's go ahead and keep rolling with the numbers. So your list price average right now is $280,000, and this is for the closed transactions. That's down a little bit from last year as well. Your sales price average was $275,000. That's down about $15,000 from last year. This is going to be a prime time for millennials to hop in the market. Well, if you've been holding on and waiting to think about buying, we're seeing a dip right now. I don't know how long it's going to be. Hopefully we see a V-shaped recovery, but right now there's definitely a little bit of a slowdown in the market. All right, numbers aren't going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm going to tell you the truth and keep you informed. All right, your average days on market was 50, and that was down only about a day or so. So we got some good and some bad news, right? We're seeing a little bit of a slowdown in the market, a little bit of dip in the market, all right, as we're sliding down. But on a good note, they're still closing really quickly, right? On average, it takes, about 45 days to close a loan. So we're seeing that these have closed in 50 days. So all these 157 that have closed relatively quickly, and we haven't seen a large slowdown in how long it takes. So that's good. We like to see if you're going to be able to buy or sell a house, you want to be able to do so pretty quickly. All right. So also this first half of May, we've had 175 new listings with your average list price of $329,000. New listings is down quite a bit from last year, but the list price is up. So we're kind of seeing this weird thing going on of prices that have sold have gone down, but the list prices that are new on the market are increased a little bit from last year. We're all in uncharted water right now, so kind of roll with the punches as we see. All right. Also, we've had 14 expired. That's down quite a bit, mainly because we've seen a real small lack of inventory. So with a smaller amount of inventory, we're obviously going to see less expired. Now, it could have expired for any reason, but at the end of the day, it's just a house that did not sell and did not renew their listing agreement. Your back on market was 46. Again, that's a pretty consistent number with what we've been seeing. That could come back on the market for any reason. Mainly it's buyer and seller. They go under contract, they shake hands, but at some point in that contract, the deal falls through. Could be for a bad inspection, could be for a bad appraisal, but most likely what we're seeing right now is financing is falling through, mainly due to the unemployment. So unemployment is huge right now and it's really affecting the real estate market. All right, and you had 20 withdrawals. So these numbers are pretty consistent with what we see. Withdrawals, we could all take a guess about why a lot of these have been withdrawn off the market. Is mainly people are just kind of waiting things out to see when this pandemic is going to be over and we can all get out of our houses and resume life as normal. All right, so that's what's going on here in real estate. Like I said earlier, we're kind of seeing a little bit of a slowdown in the real estate market. Not saying that it's a bad time to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, but for the main consumer, it's slowing down a little bit. Prices have dropped just a little bit. So something to keep in mind. So let's hop over to what's going on in the mortgage industry. These rates are brought to you by Ameris Bank. Derek Conley, thank you for sending me these. So they're coming to you straight from a mortgage lender, not from some internet source. They're coming straight from a mortgage lender. So all these rates are a possibility. All right, so your conventional. So when I'm talking about conventional rates, I'm typically talking about a conventional loan. I'm typically talking about a loan with 20% down payment. So easy way to calculate that is every $100,000 of your loan is going to be $20,000 worth of down payment. So when I'm talking about conventional, that's mainly what I'm talking about. There are other programs out there. There's a 3% down, 5% down, 10% down. But for this conversation, we're talking about 20% down. Your 30-year fixed is 3%, which is still incredibly low. So yes, we've seen a little bit of slowdown in the real estate market, but we have also seen historically low interest rates. I really don't see how banks could go any lower than where we're at right now. So if you are contemplating buying a house, you may want to have a conversation with the loan officer and say, hey, how can I lock in one of these super low rates? Have a conversation, it's worth it. If you need a referral to a loan officer, feel free to slide in my DMs. I'll hook you up with somebody who can take care of you. And your 15-year, 2.875. I mean, anything under 3 is just unbelievable. A year ago, I would have said anything under 4, yeah, you're killing it, you got a great rate. But things have changed. Rates are at an all-time low right now. Your FHA, your VA, and your USDA, so these are all your government-backed loans. Your FHA is a 3.5% down payment, while your VA and your USDA are your 100% finance options, meaning you don't have to make a down payment buying a house. So I know I have a conversation a lot with people are asking about what are your 100% options or how much do I have to have for a down payment. Well, a lot of times you don't have to have anything for a down payment because there's 100% options available for you. So awesome. Your 30-year fixed is 2.75 on this loan, while your 15-year is a 3.0. Now, I know a lot of times this looks kind of weird when you're comparing it to the conventional, but the reason for that 30-year being a little bit lower is because these are government-backed loans, and since they're government-backed, they want to see you have the safest loan possible. So your loan being stretched out over 30 years is a little bit of a safer bet and a lower payment than your 15-year. So again, 15-year may work for you. It's worth having that conversation though. In your jumbo loan, so this is anything over 529 right now. Your 30-year is 3.75%, while your 15-year is 4%. So this is kind of a whole nother realm, much higher price point, much smaller amount of buyers out there looking for that, but it's still good to know this for buying this over here. And that's what's going on, guys. That's what's going on here in the residential real estate world. This is what's going on in the mortgage world. I hope you guys find this stuff incredibly helpful. Like I said, if you have any questions, comments, concerns about anything real estate, always feel free to hit me up during this video, after this video. I do this, I live it, I breathe it every single day. This is what I do. I sell real estate. I hope these numbers were incredibly helpful. Still feel free to comment below. Stay safe out there. I know George's opened it up. Still continue to wash your hands. Still continue to drink water at all times. Do some push-ups every once in a while. We don't always have to gain this COVID-19 pounds. All right. Stay motivated. Stay dedicated. Let's buy some houses. Let's sell some houses. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to slide in my DMs. As always, give me a call, email, Snapchat, Instagram. All right, guys. Sean Hayes, Keller Williams, signing out.